Why? And that I go and say, I don't got time for the hate. I need more time in my day. I put the ice on my bay, yeah. You riding on me. I get my drip overseas. Niggas are hating on me, yeah.
How y'all doing, ladies and gentlemen? Pieces and blessings upon all my Akis and all of my sisters out there. Welcome to Split Decision. I'm your host, Aki. To my left is no other than
Professor Nims, the pundit with the PhD in pugilism.
I talk to him nice, don't talk to him twice, because that's a real life professor. So y'all know what time it is. Time for y'all to go to the Aki University. So go ahead and smash that like button. Click on the notification bell to get notified every time we go live. And we got a lot to talk about because obviously Canelo Alvarez, Ryan Garcia fought last night. You know, if y'all ain't see our live reaction, y'all should tune in. And they said Canelo versus Kovalev is a fix. They saying, hey, B, the problem, Broner, fought his homeboy, Gervonta Tank Davis, which also turned out to be false. It was
Fake
a rumor
news.
from a Canelo camp, I believe, that spread that rumor out when they was just playing around. You know what I'm saying? They blew out of proportion. That being said, you know, let's get straight to it, because, you know, you know me. I got ear infection today because, you know, I'm allergic to bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, from the last episode, Professor Nim, you know, a lot of things happened. They said that I was cutting you off, but at the end of the day, you know, it was a moment of silence for you because you threw out information out there because it wasn't true. You said Charlo and Andrade didn't fight around the same time that Canelo fought, which was not true. You also didn't want to say that Canelo is not trying to fight Andrade and Charlo, but we're going to get into all that good stuff. So
I'm going to give credit to Canelo. I'm not going to go as far as Kevin Iole on Yahoo Sports, who now he thinks that this is Canelo's generation and has him number one pound for pound after this performance.
Well, even Ring Magazine don't have Canelo number one. Even Ring Magazine, that's owned by Golden Boy, have him ranked number 3. So Canelo could complain all he want, cry all he want, but he's being favored, and they're already doing him a favor, putting him number 3. And obviously, if Golden Boy own Ring Magazine and they have him ranked number 3, what is you complaining about? That's your own promotional company. They even have 2 fighters on top of you because they know what time it is, because they know that the list won't have no credibility if they put Canelo number 1, because he's not number 1. So that being said, Morales came out on Canelo. You know, he stated that Canelo fight people on the way out the door, co-signing everything that I'm saying. He said he want to see him versus the Charlo of the world, the fighters in their prime, like an Andrade, his generational fighters. Why is he out here fighting grandpa versions of fighters that belongs to other fighters like an Andre Ward? Like, you out here fighting Kovalev when you avoiding a Charlo and an Andrade fight in the meantime. So Morales came out, co-signing new media, joining new media, and he stated that, you know, Canelo obviously only fight fighters out the door. He said he wished he had that luxury, because if he did, his career would have went different. He'd probably still be undefeated today. However, he basically said he fought Barrera in his prime. He fought Manny Pacquiao in his prime. He fought all these fighters in his prime, and Canelo Alvarez need to grow some cojones and fight these guys in their primes. Morales, Barrera, Marquez, Chavez Sr. all co-signed the same thing and joined the new media and the Aki movement, and they said that Canelo is not doing what he's supposed to do. Now, this ain't what I'm saying. These the fighters that I respect and I grew up watching is saying. So, Morales, I agree with him 100%. Kovalev went on his way out the door. You even said that early on. You said Kovalev is this washed-up fighter, this and that. So, obviously, he went and grabbed a free strap. Obviously, Mosley, he done lost every fight, like 4 fights straight. Canelo fought him then. That's 2 fighters. Cotto was on his way out. Gennady Golovkin was on his way out. And the list goes on and on and on. I mean, even Kirkland, when he fought him, he was inactive for like 2 years. And it's just...
This is the same guy at 21 years old fought Floyd Mayweather.
Everybody want to fight Floyd because even that ass whooping made him some money. And he lost every single round. And he didn't want to fight Trout till Floyd Mayweather told him, either you fight Trout or I ain't going to fight you. That's the only reason he fought Trout. So my point is
that
this.
Was somebody in his prime.
So he's not fighting Andre. Man, the man is 29 years old. He been a pro since 15 years old. The man been pro for 15 years, having fought only Lara, Kirkland, Floyd Mayweather, and that's it. That was not too. Floyd was 0-2. Floyd Mayweather was a grandpa. It's just that he beat him every single round. So let's name the prime fighters Canelo Alvarez fought. Lara, after he was ducking him. Who
Trout.
else? Trout.
Jacobs.
Three fighters.
I wouldn't
for
say
that.
Amir Khan.
So listen. 3 fight. Don't even disrespect Amir
But
Khan. Amir Khan moved up 2 weight divisions, and he was already washed
Kirkland,
up.
so that's 4.
Kirkland came on off of 2. Kirkland got knocked out by a fighter with 6 knockouts. Is you serious?
Kirkland was back with Ann Wolf, so that makes
He
a
was
big
not
difference.
training with Ann Wolf for that fight. First of all. Second of all, he came off a loss to a guy with 6 knockouts. Is you serious, Professor Nan?
He didn't fight him after that fight.
Fought him.
Kirkland came back and had beat. He had beat Angulo, had stopped him.
Okay, so
and
how
then-
long before that fight till he fought Canelo? How long was he inactive? For 2 years. And
Was
I
it
know
2
that
years?
because I was keeping up with him. So don't ever bring up Kirkland.
I don't know
So
if it
you
was
brought
2
up
years.
3 names. You brought up 3 names, and
then you brought up 3 names.
what names I brought up?
You said
I brought up the names you brought up. Lara,
no. I'm
Trout.
talking about past their prime. You
I
only
don't
brought
care
up
about,
3
I don't
names.
care about the prime. I'm talking about how many fighters he fought in their prime. Quit trying to switch the subject. We talking about the fighters he fought in his prime. Lara, Trout, and who else? Jacob. That's it. 3, right? That's 3 fighters for the past 15 years. Canelo been pro, and he fought 3 fighters in their prime. This dude's career is a joke.
His career a joke.
His career is a joke. Morales said it himself.
God.
This dude's career is a joke if he fought 3 fighters in their prime for the past 15 years.
He the cash cow, so it's hard to be a joke when you are the cash cow.
So you the cash cow, but you wait for a Nate Diaz fight to finish before you fight.
That's on the zone. Who
hold on? He
did a
boss.
terrible job of promoting the fight, or what? And they made a lot of mistakes, and then they basically just kowtowed to the UFC fight. I don't know why they did that, but that was you think that Canelo wanted to sit around for doing that?
He's such a boss, though. He's such a boss.
That's
hold on,
more
hold
of
on.
a state of boxing.
Can I speak my
That's
piece?
what it
Because
is.
you already got 3 strikes.
3
So,
strikes, you gotta be kidding.
listen, hold on.
This right here to like,
Hold on,
you know what I'm saying, to get some of my drip up, but like I might have to throw in the white, you know what I'm saying, throw that
Hold on.
white towel for you.
That's your white towel. You trying to surrender.
Nah, this one my
He
drip.
trying to surrender. Nah, he trying to surrender. Go ahead, throw this white towel before I fry you, because I'm about to knock you out
Nah,
like
this
Canelo
for
knocked
you.
out Kovalev.
It's
So
for my drip, but I'm gonna have
so
to give it to you so you
let
can
me-
surrender.
so let me get my points across.
You haven't. I'm sorry. You
Huh?
haven't been getting your point across.
You're not letting me speak. You ain't letting me
Go
speak
ahead.
my piece.
Go ahead.
So, how many fighters did Floyd Mayweather beat on Mexican Independence Day on their own holiday? How many Mexican fighters he beat on their own holiday? Name me
What
the.
is that? What is that? What does it have to do with
And
the
Canelo
conversation?
won't fight one brother on a Mexican holiday. Not Charlo, not Andrade. He claimed he
fought
improved.
Mayweather.
He claimed
On the
Floyd Mayweather gave him the opportunity and the ass whooping.
That's a brother.
And what? Guess what?
That's
and
a
guess
brother.
what? Exactly. That was the only time he willing to fight a brother, when a guy had moved up 5 weight divisions, when a guy is 36 years old, and Floyd Mayweather still schooled him every round. So name me a brother he done fought, a black fighter he fought on a Mexican Independence Day as a payback to Floyd Mayweather whooping all these Mexicans on their own Independence Day. And you trying to justify Canelo Alvarez for ducking Andrade and Charlo, when Floyd Mayweather done whooped every Mexican on every Independence Day weekend, and you over here trying to justify Canelo Alvarez ducking? Canelo Alvarez came out saying he's gonna make Floyd Mayweather. He said he's gonna make that day his day, not Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather be like, man, you my B. I'm gonna make you fight after me. When he fought Trout, he fought not the weekend of Independence Day, but actually before or after, I believe. So my point exactly, even after that, he ain't trying to fight a brother as a payback for all these times Floyd Mayweather done whipped his people. So I'm saying Canelo Alvarez got no cojones, and you over here trying to justify a fighter that's ducking and bringing up false information to the table. But it's a split decision. Guess what? This is facts and facts only, and the truth and the only.
Oh,
Look,
God.
I think
You
I got
must have
ear
an
infection
issue with
because
Canelo. You must have an issue with
man,
Canelo.
I got
whatnot.
ear infection listening to you.
There's and they've said it. He easily has the best resume at middleweight. He is one of the top fighters in the world right now, if not the top fighter. He's the cash cow or whatnot.
Why
These
he's
guys
not pound for pound number one?
These guys have not fought one guy in the top
Why he's
five.
not pound for pound number one?
I don't have him as pound for pound number one. I don't have him as that.
If Canelo is the best, Charlo trying to fight the best. He tried to fight Gennady Golovkin. Andrade is trying to fight the best. You said Andrade is not ducking.
Why don't they fight
is
each
Canelo
other?
ducking Andrade since you saying all that?
He is strategically
Ducking
maneuvering around him.
Exactly. So he's ducking him. My point exactly. On the last show, he said he's not ducking him. So apparently, I didn't change his opinion. Hey, listen.
I didn't say duck.
You said duck.
I said when it comes to your boy Charlo, it's duck season.
I said, so when it comes to Canelo's what then?
Canelo making history, man. Did
Well,
you just see
against
that
the
knockout
grandpa?
last night?
Against the grandpa? Hold on. Didn't you just say right now? You just said
He just
Canelo
got
is avoiding being strategic, ducking Andrade.
It's for one, it's not a. You thought that people didn't come out last night.
You didn't answer the question.
Nobody really is clamoring for that fight or whatnot.
Andrade,
I love him. I love you, but at the same time, he doesn't really have an exciting style. He's gonna move a lot. He's gonna like do this.
You sound like Canelo now.
What I'm saying is just like
this man
he's
sound like Canelo.
I just named 10 fighters that
Is
most
he
of
ducking him?
that
Is
most
he
of our
ducking him?
viewers. No, you know who is ducking him? Charlo.
Okay.
Duck season.
Okay. Morales, Chavez, Barrera, even Oscar looking like they're all telling Canelo to fight Charlo. Kovalev, despite what he's saying, making history, all this promotion, and the man drew his lowest numbers against Kovalev prior to the fight. Like, we all know what time it is. Like, Charlo, that fight will be big as hell. I buy it on pay-per-view. I know y'all will too. Meanwhile, nobody cared about the Kovalev fight. I had to convince him. I had to pay $10, and he had to pay $10 in order to get this DAZN fight. Because we ain't fighting, we ain't watching this bullshit. And he gonna stand up here and tell y'all, oh, he making history. He making up history. He making up history. Like, so how many fighters he fought? We stated 3, right? That in his prime for the past 15 years.
I'm gonna look up his box.
Man, I am box rec. I got all this information stored right here. Like I'm telling you, I already know my facts. You got to research the facts. Go ahead, do your job and research the facts because you already got 3 strikes saying the wrong thing. So, like I said, 3 fighters he fought in their prime. Meanwhile, the fighters he avoiding are Andrade and Charlo. This the fights that's gonna define him to be.
Really?
Yeah. What fight is gonna define Canelo to be pound for pound?
I think they need to do a little bit more because we can't even name one person that Andrade beat at middleweight that we would be like, man, that was a good win. And then Charlo has even less than a stellar resume than him, right? So, like, they need to fight each other and then fight Jacobs. And then it will be like, then we'll clamor for that fight.
Okay, so you keep saying that, but Morales and all these guys, Hopkins saying they want to see the Charlo fight. Even Oscar De La Hoya himself, he fought fighters in their prime. He looking at Canelo like, man, if you're going to fight guys in their prime with a guaranteed purse, do it now because it don't matter if you lose, you're still going to get a guaranteed purse. So fight the Charlo and the Andrade of the world now. I fought all these guys when I was undefeated. I fought when they was undefeated. Even when I was a star, I fought these guys when they wasn't stars. So he looking at Canelo like, what is you doing, Canelo? You need to make your legacy now because you don't got no legacy. Your legacy is made up. All these fighters you fought past their prime, you ain't going to get credit for that. Anybody could beat anybody when he passed his prime.
He fought Triple G when he was undefeated.
He ducked the Triple G fight.
He was a monster.
Hey, he ducked the monster. Jacob beat him the fight prior to that, and he got robbed. What is you talking about?
It was a close fight.
Man, he got robbed that fight. Even Kell Brook put hands on him. And then he turned down a fight with Gennady Golovkin the first time and got stripped of the belt.
I think he was negotiating.
Did he get stripped of the belt? Answer the question. Did he get stripped of the belt when he was negotiating with Gennady Golovkin? Because he didn't want the fight.
It wasn't because he didn't want to fight.
Why didn't he fight him then?
Because he does what he wants to
After
do
the
at the
Cotto
time.
fight, why did he get stripped of the belt? Because he didn't want to fight Gennady Golovkin next. So he ducked Gennady Golovkin before Gennady Golovkin got exposed. So my point exactly, Canelo Alvarez only fights his opponents when they are exposed. So my thing is this. Canelo Alvarez is 29 years old in his prime, been pro for 15 years, and the man have only fought 3 fighters that's in their prime.
I wouldn't say that.
Meanwhile, he's avoiding the main 2 fighters that's going to define his legacy, and that's a Charlo and an Andrade.
Define his legacy.
The whole time. Didn't you say on the last show that Andrade and Charlo wasn't fighting around the same time that Canelo Alvarez was fighting? Didn't you say that?
I said
you said that.
I didn't think
That's
that they were.
strike.
I didn't think they were in the right division at the
They
same
was.
time. But they were around there. But nobody was calling for that fight.
For that.
Nobody was calling for that fight.
They was.
Who was calling for a Charlo? Charlo was coming up in the ranks. Nobody was like, "Wow, you need to fight this guy named Charlo or Canelo," because he's been doing a thing. Charlo has not beat anybody in the top 5 at middleweight. And then
you're talking about 154. Now you're talking about middleweight.
I'm talking about middleweight because that's where they.
I'm talking about you
now.
at 154. You said nobody was calling that fight. First of all,
nobody was calling for that fight.
That's a false statement. That's a 5th strike. That's a 5th strike.
Because you getting the brothers mixed up. Like, you can't be like, well, this one was at it and this one was at it. And then it's like, who is he going to fight? Is he going to fight Jamel? Is he going to fight Jamal? You just can't just throw up Charlo. You got to tell me, are you talking about Jamal or are you talking about Jamel? Which one are you talking about?
I'm talking about all
Jamal.
of them. Andrade, Jamal, Charlo. Okay, you lost in the sauce, so I'm going to help you out. So answer this question. When you're a fighter, what do you want to be when you grow up?
When you want to, you want to be pound for pound #1.
What do you want to be? What's the first step? What's the first step as a fighter? You turn pro. What do you want to be?
What you mean? What do you want to be?
A champion, right?
Yeah.
So Canelo Alvarez wasn't a champion at the time. Guess who was a champion? Andrade. Guess who was also a champion? Charlo. And Canelo wasn't a champion. He just lost to Floyd, then lost all his straps looking stupid fighting a grandpa version of Floyd Mayweather. Guess who offers him a fight? Andrade. Guess who offers him a fight? Charlo. And guess what he said? I was not born ready. I will never be born ready to fight y'all. I will never be ready to fight y'all.
So what has Andrade done?
And he did not fight him. I'm asking you a question.
To get that
I'm
fight?
asking you this. If Charlo and Andrade are champions in a division that Canelo is not a champion, and they offering Canelo to fight, and he said no, and he's not a champion.
What year was this?
What
year was this?
Was his excuse not to fight? Answer the question.
All right, so
Answer
this
the
is
question.
like this is Andrade. I'm gonna give you his last 10
hold on.
fights.
Nah, we ain't about to do this.
I'm gonna give you his last 10 fights.
Answer the question.
No, man,
I asked you a question. I asked you a question.
What's the question? What's the question?
I asked you a question.
What's the question?
I said-
Ask it again.
I said Charlo and Andrade was champions.
Yeah.
They offered to fight Canelo. They called him out. He did not fight them. Turned down a fight with Jamel Charlo, where you actually stated it. So what is Canelo?
But not Jamal.
Both of them. He turned down all the fights, all the smoke with Andrade, Charlo, and Andrade. So what's Canelo's excuse?
No, he was scared.
To fight.
He was scared.
Thank you.
He was scared of
Thank
him.
you. That's it. You trying to. So hold on. That's your answer. He's scared.
But
is he scared?
Can I say something? You've been talking for like 15 minutes, man.
Okay.
Can I say one thing?
Answer
Can I make
question.
1 point?
Did
I
you-
just answered.
So
I was
he's
like,
scared.
I don't know. He was. I don't know why. You asking me to
Is
get
he
in?
scared? Answer the question. Either he's scared
I don't
or he
know,
ain't.
man. Like, you act like Canelo's my dude. I'm gonna give him credit.
You on his
It was
payroll?
that.
I'm saying, is he scared? You saying he's scared, right?
Yeah, he's scared.
All right, hey. Professor Nim, he became my student, and he said he's scared. He co-signed what I said.
You're right. Okay, can I say? All right. So this is Andrade. I'm gonna get his last 10 fighters and tell me if y'all, Selecki, Kovalev, Kutan, I don't even say that. Lentez Fox, Jack Kulka.
What's the point you're trying to make?
Willie Nelson.
What's the point you're trying to make?
Dario Puchet. Who the fuck are these people?
And how
then he wants to go and fight Canelo.
And how he became the WBC champion then?
Oh my God.
Answer the question. How he became the WBC champion?
Because Saunders failed a drug test. He was supposed to fight Saunders, and
You
then
talking
he
about
fought.
Charlo or Andrade?
I'm talking about Andrade. He was supposed to fight. He was supposed to
Okay.
fight Saunders.
Okay.
Oh, actually, that was going to be a unification.
Okay.
But like, so let me.
Hold
I don't-
on. Finish
No,
up.
no,
You're
no,
not
this is
answering the
WBO.
question.
Then this is WB. He doesn't have the WBC.
You talking about? I thought you were talking about Charlo. Okay,
No,
Andrade.
this is
We
Andrade.
talking about Andrade. Okay.
Like,
So
dude,
Andrade. So hold on.
Do
So
you
is
know
it- is-
like one of those people that I named?
Is it his? Yeah, I do know a lot of them fighters that you named. So the Andrade fight with Saunders, who you blame that on?
That's Saunders.
Okay, so why you blaming on that? That's a W right there. He already beat
That's not a
Saunders.
W. That's not.
He already beat Saunders.
That's not
If
a
a
W.
dude have to take
not a
steroids
W.
in order to fight you, and he said that he will die in the ring to beat you, and he takes steroids in order to beat you, then he already took a L. So that being said, Andrade is the same
has
guy.
been mismanaged.
So why did Canelo fight Smith at 154 and not Andrade?
I don't know.
Exactly, because he don't want the smoke with Andrade. He been ducking him, and that's another duck. Like I said, that's another strike. Now, as far as Charlo, how did Charlo become a champion at 160 if he didn't fight nobody?
He fought a. So
How
I'm
did- you're
gonna
not
give you
answering the
his
question. I
I'm gonna
don't
give you
care
his
who
last
you fought.
five. His
I
five.
don't care who he fought.
Why? So like,
I'm
why?
saying-
Like, why do you get to skip the line and go and fight a
Who's
Canelo?
the best? Who's the best?
At best at what?
60.
Right now, the lineal champion, whatnot, with like the guy who.
Who's
beat
the
guy
best?
who
Just
got-
give me a
with
name.
the-
You don't got to give me an explanation.
Canelo's the best, easily.
Charlo trying to fight the best. So you should be mad at if
Really?
Charlo is not trying
So
to
you
fight
could
Canelo.
just skip the line
Hold
and
on.
just go and
What
fight
line?
him?
He's a whole champion. He not skipping the line. He's
Who
the
did he beat
line.
for that belt?
When you a
Who did he
lion,
beat for that?
you got a
He a
VIP
paper-
pass.
You a paper champion. Like, who did he beat for that? So he's fighting Dennis Hogan next. He fought Brandon Adams.
Look, stop naming me names where you have to use your phone. If it ain't off top of the dome, I don't want to hear it. I'm asking you a question. I'm saying
Who did he beat for that belt?
Canelo. Canelo was scared. He didn't have no cojones to step in the ring. He vacated the belt. Then, okay, so do you support Riddick Bowe for the decision he did when he threw the belt to the trash when he didn't want to fight Lennox Lewis?
Nope.
Okay, but so you support Canelo though? You contradicting yourself. You a walking
Lennox Lewis
contradiction.
was an Olympic champion. He was a belt holder at the time. He was at the top of the
You
game.
a walking
He did not skip the line and think that he could fight Riddick Bowe. Like, Riddick Bowe got knocked out by Lennox Lewis in the Olympics.
You
and
a
didn't wanna
walking
fight him,
contradiction.
and didn't wanna
You're a
fight
walking
him.
contradiction because you said, you don't give no respect for Riddick Bowe for throwing the belt to the trash. But that's exactly what Canelo did because Charlo was his mandatory.
That was not it.
Charlo was his mandatory.
That was
He fought his mandatories if it's a bum, but when it's Charlo, he vacated the belt. The
Yeah.
WBC ordered a fight between Gennady Golovkin and Charlo, and who turned it down?
Gennady Golovkin and Charlo.
And who turned it down? How about you do your homework if you want to speak about a subject that you're not informed about? How about you do your research?
Who did he turn down
Ain't
to
that
fight
what
the fight?
professors? Ain't that what
Da.
professors do? Y'all do y'all research. Go do your research. Who turned that fight down? Gennady Golovkin. Who
Right.
turned down?
I know
the
because everybody is scared of this big boogeyman Charlo or whatnot, who has like fought. But this same guy doesn't want to fight Andrade or whatnot, who is a
Why
belt
you
holder.
try-
But
okay.
everybody's
Why you
scared.
wanna-
of,
why you
everybody's
keep
scared
switching
of
the
Charlo.
subject? Hey, that's what
Everybody's
they do
scared
in the
of
comment
Charlo.
section. They wanna
Everybody's scared of Charlo.
Oh, listen. He said he will fight Andrade. He did
did.
not say when one point we talked about it last
did.
show. So we're not trying to waste
don't
time.
recall
I
that.
schooled you
I thought
on
he-
that subject.
I thought he made an excuse about like, this ain't the right time.
He said, I don't want to go to the zone for an Andrade fight, but he's willing to fight Andrade. Unlike Canelo, who never said nothing like that, who said that he's born because he don't want that smoke with him. So like I said, you over here justifying Canelo ducking Charlo and ducking and ducking Gennady Golovkin. I mean, and
fight somebody in the top 10, Charlo.
who? He's trying to fight Gennady Golovkin and your boy Jacob and
Okay.
your boy Canelo, and they turned that fight down. Not Jacob,
but not Andrade,
Canelo.
but not Andrade, because all of them are at the zone.
So did Andrade turn down a fight at 154 with Jamel Charlo?
Nope.
He did turn down the fight down. See, another strike. That's
I
what
saw-
I'm saying. You got
I
to do
saw-
your homework, Professor Name, before
I
you
saw
talk to me.
Andrade come to the Charlo's locker room and was just like, let's make a fight happen. They was out there
Answer
because
the
I'm an
question.
animal. because I'm an animal. They were doing all this talking. They were just like, he was like, let's fight.
You keep
fight.
ducking.
Let's
You
fight.
ducking questions like
Let's
Canelo
fight.
ducking fights. You ducking
Yes,
questions
you're right.
like Canelo ducking fights. Answer the question. Didn't Andre turn down a fight with Jermell Charlo at 154?
You said Jamel? Man,
As-
you can't. So you
Did he or
you
did
can't-
he
you
not?
can't- You can't conflate.
Did
this.
he or
I thought
did
we
he?
were
See
talking
that?
about the. I thought we were talking about Jamal, the middleweight. Now you're talking about Jamel.
Answer the question.
You can't
It's a
have a
follow-up.
two-headed monster.
It's a follow-up. Answer the question. Did he
No.
or did he not?
No, he did not.
Yes, he did.
He went to his lock and he. Andrade has an issue because of he's been mismanaged or whatnot. So I give him credit, but at the same time, you have to fight somebody.
Watch what I'm about.
You
do
have to fight.
I'm about to show
somebody.
y'all Professor Nim contradicting himself on camera, getting caught, not knowing his information. I bring up facts. I don't bring up no opinion. Opinions are like assholes. Everybody got one. Some opinions are bigger than most. I bring up facts that support my opinion. So check this shit out. This is Andrade. This is Demetrius Andrade turned down in a fight with Charlo on Showtime because he felt like he didn't want to go to Showtime and fight Jermell Charlo because he was gonna get robbed. So what you say to that?
I don't. What do you do? I don't know what you're just typing over there.
I'm showing you what I'm talking about. Hold on. Listen, ESPN. Demetrius Andrade dropped out of a fight with Jermell Charlo on Showtime. And so what do you got to say to that?
Let me read it.
I'm gonna show it to the camera first. I don't know if y'all can see that. He unhappy with his purse. And Andrade, my man.
That's money.
He my man. Hey, but why he not taking the fight?
That was like that.
So you said Andre didn't turn down a fight with Charlo. He went to his locker room. What's that saying? That's facts. That's your opinion. This is facts. That's what I'm saying. Canelo's ducking a fight with Charlo like he ducking a fight with Andre. And you can have your opinion. You could get a payroll by Canelo. I know he called you earlier, Golden Boy, Oscar De La Hoya and shit. But at the end of the day, you got to call it how it is. This is where Andre turned down a fight with Charlo because he said he didn't want to go to Showtime for no purse like that. So Charlo could say the same shit. My point is this. Hold on. Can I say my piece? My point is this. If you trying to justify Canelo Alvarez ducking, I could justify Lomachenko ducking Haney. I could justify Lomachenko ducking Manny Pacquiao. I could justify anybody ducking anybody. I could justify Riddick Bowe ducking Lennox Lewis. But you got to call it what it is. You out here trying to make excuses for Canelo why he's ducking. It ain't no excuses. Either you want the smoke or you don't. The man said he pound for pound #1, but even magazine have you ranked #3. Even your own promotion don't believe in you because you are not fighting the best. Morales, Chavez, Barrera, all these guys co-signs what I've been preaching from day one. You out here talking opinion without any facts. I'm giving you substance. I'm giving you facts. I'm giving you things that's true. I'm calling out the contradictions that you've been saying. You contradicted yourself 10 times in this segment alone.
You didn't read this or whatnot.
I did read it. I reported on it and I interviewed Andrade on it. I interviewed Andrade when it comes to the subject on Dante Boxing Nation when it was.
And then what did he say?
Exactly what I've been telling you, but you over here trying to force your opinion. Don't force your opinion when I'm giving you facts.
You saying that Andrade was just like, I'm not going to fight Charlo.
He said, I'm not willing to go to Showtime to fight Charlo because obviously that's his network, and I don't want to basically get robbed. So I'm saying, Charlo, didn't you say Charlo is the biggest star at 160 than Andrade? According to you. You said that on the last show. So why would he go to the zone?
This was... What you kind of conflating this?
Nah, you confused, man.
The topic.
My man lost in the sauce, but it's all right. But I'm just showing you, if you're gonna, I could make any excuse for any fighter in the world for ducking. They talking about this shit that fixed the way it looked. So I didn't even want to talk about it no more. Moving on to the next subject. That being said, appreciate it, Professor Nim. Obviously, we had a great show today. I had Professor Nim screaming, hollering, and nobody still could hear him because obviously I'm speaking the truth. You know, being calm and collective. And
Like
when I'm
just drip
striking, I gotta strike hard. Hey, Professor Nim, show him that shit real quick one time though.
Oh, you know
Hey,
what it is.
you know what? That's all the haters is that middle finger from a pretty female. So that being said, Professor Nem, obviously me and him disagree when it comes to the Canelo Lomachenko, all that. But at the end of the day, I took him to the Aki
Hater.
University. He is
Hater.
my student, even though he a real
Hater.
life professor. Hey, I'm not a hater. I'm a truth seeker. You know, call me the truth seeker. You
Well, if
know,